I'm about to talk about the hardest task to accomplish leadership. Everyone wants to be a leader. Everyone can be a leader. Only select few could be a good leader. No matter how hard you try, how much time you put in, how nice you are, people are going to look at you and tell you you're a failure and you ain't no leader. But do you have that confidence to work through it and still strive to continue to be a leader, a good leader? And this straight right here, leadership. Leadership, no matter if you're a good leader, if you're a good leader anywhere, in any one thing, you could be a good leader anywhere. You could be a good leader on the basketball court and be that same good leader in the business world. Like, perfect example, Magic Johnson, recognized as the ultimate leader on the basketball court, and he's still recognized as the ultimate leader in the business front. So, I'm about to give you 3 traits of a good leader. Here we go. First off, you got to start off with understanding. You got to understand what's going on. You got to be always aware of what's going on. You can't be lost, you can't be confused because people are going to ask questions. You got to understand why. Why do we got to take this route? Why are we doing this? Why? And then you got to know what the goal is. You got to know what you're striving for. Next, listening. I spoke about listening and how important it is on my last video. Listening, listening, listening. Listening, you got to listen to what the questions your people are asking you. You got to listen to the assumptions and the flaws that they, and then lastly, you got to listen. When I say listen, you got to be aware of what your surrounding is, what kind of energy you're getting. Sometimes people are just having a bad day, and you got to recognize, all right, we got to do something to change the tone of what our tone is. So you got to understand, you got to listen. I say listen, but like you got to understand what the overall feel, what is the body language like, what is the energy you getting. That's you paying attention, that's you listening. Then lastly, the most important skill I believe is communication. You gotta learn how to communicate to everybody all at once, and you gotta learn how to communicate to individuals. Sometimes you gotta, come in a little quieter, not as harsh than the next man who needs somebody who is on his butt and he gets motivated off that. And you gotta learn how to become the bridge of communication, of open dialogue. So just constantly understanding that it's okay to question anybody and talk to anybody. And then lastly, you gotta learn how to compliment and critique. You gotta have both in hand. You can't just give one or the other. You gotta work with both. So you gotta understand how to compliment and critique. Anyone could be a good leader. You don't have to be the star player or anything like that. People could recognize the last man off the bench as a good leader because he was the one to follow and he was the only leader. So leadership could come from anybody. You just gotta have the traits. And here's the guidelines. Yo guys, subscribe, like, especially comment. I like conversation, so I want to hear what you guys thoughts in it and what you guys think about it. Let me know.